This is Nick with logosbynick.com, and in today's tutorial I'll be demonstrating how you can create this impossible triangle design using Inkscape. So we'll go ahead and get started here in Inkscape. By the way, if you'd like to know how you could update Inkscape's appearance with this dark theme and these new icons that I've designed, I'll put a link to that information in the description of the video. So the first thing we want to do is set up our document. So we'll go to File, Document Properties. Let me just go and grab that from my other window. Document Properties, we'll set the display units to px for pixels. I'm going to turn off the page border, and then we'll go ahead and close out of that. Then we want to go to View, make sure we have Custom selected, zoom in at 1:1, and then I'll open up the Align and Distribute menu with this button right here. We're going to want Last Selected chosen from this drop-down, and then I'll open up the Edit Objects, Colors, Gradients, and Stroke menu with that button there. And one last final step, we want to come up here to where it says Enable Snapping, make sure that's turned on, and make sure we turn on where it says right here, Snap Custom Nodes, including rectangle corners. We want that turned on. And the first thing we're going to do is create a triangle shape. So we'll come over here to the Stars and Polygons tool, and up here in this toolbar, I'm going to choose regular polygon. We're going to want 3 corners, and rounded and randomized both set to 0. And then I'm going to hold Control and Shift on the keyboard and click and drag on the canvas to create a triangle like that. And we want the flat side of it sitting on the bottom like that. We don't want it upside down like that. We want the flat side sitting down. And what I'll do now is I'll go to the Select tool, click on this triangle. I just want to bring the opacity of that down about in half. And then I want to right-click this and go to Duplicate. And then I'm going to hold Control on the keyboard and just click and drag this over to the right a little bit, maybe about that much. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the Bezier pen, which is over here, or you could press B on the keyboard as a shortcut. And I'm going to snap the cursor to this point up here and click. And I'm going to snap it to the tip of the other triangle over here and then click. And then do the same thing down here at this point, and then over here, and then back to the starting point. So we end up with this rectangle shape that connects the 2 sides of the triangles together. And what I want to do is just make that red. And then I'll get rid of the black outline by holding Shift and clicking on this X down here in the bottom left corner. And then I'll go to the Select tool. I'll bring the opacity of that down to about 50%. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate that red shape. I'm going to right-click that and go to Duplicate. And then I want to click on it a second time so we get these rotation handles. And once we've done that, I'm going to hold Control on the keyboard and grab this corner arrow and just rotate this around clockwise until the shape is sitting horizontally like that. And once we've done that, I'm going to hold Shift and click on this black triangle on the right. And then just over here in the Align panel, I'm going to center it on the vertical axis and center it on the horizontal axis. And that should be pretty good. What we could do now is just go ahead and click off of that to deselect everything. So the next step would be to take this red shape over here, this original one that we created. We're going to duplicate that again by right-clicking and going to Duplicate. But this time I'm going to turn this green. And then I'm just going to flip this horizontally with the button up here that says Flip Selected Objects Horizontally. And then I'm going to take this the top of this shape and just snap it onto the top of the red shape so it's sitting on the other side over there. And then I want to duplicate that again. Instead of right-clicking it and going to Duplicate, I'm just going to hit Control-D to duplicate. It's just a quicker way to do things. And I'll just take this one and snap it to the left side of the original green shape. And now I'll hold Shift on the keyboard and click on the other green shape so we have both of those selected. And then we'll go to Path, Union. And now with that selected, I'll hold Shift, click on the red shape over here, this horizontal one that we created just a minute ago, and go to Path, Difference, and then Path, Break Apart. And then we can click off of that to deselect everything. We can take this red shape right here and press Delete on the keyboard to get rid of that. And what we could also do now is we could take these black triangles and delete them as well. We don't need them anymore. So the next step would be to go back to the Bezier pen, which is over here. Again, just press B on the keyboard if you can't find it. Snap to this corner, bring this line straight down, snap to the bottom corner, and finish the line going all the way around the outside and back to the starting point. Go back to the Select tool, hold Shift, click on the horizontal red shape, and go to Path, Difference. And what I'll do now is I'll duplicate that by hitting Control-D, and I'll put this piece down here at the bottom left. And then I want to create one more copy of that, so I'll hit Control-D, and I'll bring this over here to the right. and just put this off to the side for now. What I want to do is click and drag over all three of these shapes right here. This almost looks like a letter E, I guess you can call it, and unify them all together. We're going to Path Union. And now I want to take this shape right here, and I want to make this like a light shade of red. Maybe something down here. What is this? FF8080. It doesn't have to be exactly that shade, but something like that works pretty well. And then I want to click on it again to get the rotation handles, and then I'll hold Control and take this top right corner and rotate it clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 or 6 steps, so it's parallel with this shape right here, and you could snap it right in there like that. Let me zoom in on this so you can see it better. I'll hold Control and roll up the mouse wheel to zoom in. And I want to duplicate this shape again, so I'm going to hit Control D, bring this off to the right, and I'm going to make this a dark shade of red. And then again, I'll hold Control and rotate this clockwise until it's sitting horizontally like that, and just snap this into the corner right there, just like that. And let me zoom out a little bit. So what I want to do now is click and drag over all three of these shapes and bring the opacity of them all the way back up to 100%. And I want to duplicate all of them, so I'll hit Control D, and I'll bring this over here to the right. And I'm going to duplicate it one more time. I'm going to hit Control D and then bring this one over to the right. So we have these three individual groupings over here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on this, the red part, the regular red part of the middle shape here. I'm going to grab the dropper tool, which is over here. I just like to use D on the keyboard. It's easier to grab it. And I'm going to make this the dark shade of red. Then I'll go back to the select tool, or instead of clicking on it, you could press S on the keyboard. So I'm going to go back and forth. We're going to be using the select tool and the dropper a few times here. So I'm going to go back and forth between D and S on the keyboard. I'm going to click on this light red piece right here. Press D for the dropper and just make that the regular shade of red. Press S for the select tool, click on this, and make this the light shade of red using the dropper. And I'll come over here, make this red shape the light shade, make this one the dark shade, and then make this one the medium shade of red. Again, just going back and forth between the dropper and the select tool. And once we've done that, I'm going to click and drag over these shapes right here and group them together. This button up here, Group Selected Objects, or you could hit Control G on the keyboard. I'm going to group these objects together, Control G, and I'll group these objects together, Control G. And what we're going to do is we're going to snap these all together, but we got to rotate them around first. So I'm going to take this set right here, click on it a second time so we get our rotation handles, and I'm going to hold Control and rotate this counterclockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times until this flat side is sitting horizontally like that. And then take this corner and snap it onto this corner over here. And I'm going to do the same thing with this shape. Bring this over here, click on it a second time to get the rotation handles. Hold Control on the keyboard, grab one of these corner arrows and rotate it around counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, about 16 times like that. So we have this sitting upright in such a way so that you just take it and snap it right into there. And as you can see, we have completed our shape here. So that's pretty much how you can do that. If you want to give this different colors, what you could do is ungroup all of it now. And what you want to do is, if you want to make this a different shade, like maybe like you want to use blue, you want to create a color palette for yourself first. So I'm going to grab the circles and ellipses tool. I'm just going to hold Control and Shift to create a circle. Grab the select tool and I'll duplicate that a couple of times. And I want to choose a shade of blue that I want this triangle to be. Maybe something like that. Click off of that to deselect, and I'll make this like a dark blue, and I'll make this a light blue. So basically, if you want to change this into a blue triangle, you want to, whatever color you want to make it, you want to divvy it up into 3 different shades, a medium, a light, and a dark. So I'll take this triangle and I'll duplicate it, and I'll hold Shift and click on all of the dark shades, and then grab the dropper and just make it that color. I'll go back to the select tool and again select all of the medium shades, grab the dropper, make it that color, and you should pretty much get the idea from there. So that's how you can go about creating this impossible triangle sort of shape using Inkscape. So if you have any questions, let me know, and as always, thanks for watching.